The ex-husband says, seriously, who told you to sit at the entrance of my company? The girlfriend says, you're already divorced. You said we wouldn't bother each other anymore. The ex-wife says, yes, I know, but I need to talk to you about something. Young Wei says, say it quickly. Min Min says softly, I want to start a business. I need some money. Young Wei asks, how much do you need? Min Min says, 200,000. Young Wei says, I can give it to you, but it's not a gift. It's a loan. Min Min takes a paper from her pocket and says, I know. I prepared everything before coming here. Here you go. Young Wei says, but only for 1 year. After a year, you have to pay back the full amount with interest. He hands her a card from his wallet. Sometime later, Min Min comes and says, I heard your company has been having problems lately. Nyla says angrily, are you here to bother me? Min Min says, no, I'm here to return the money. If Young Wei isn't here, I'll leave. Nyla says, wait, you came to return the money? Give it to me. Min Min says, all right. She hands over the card and leaves. At that moment, Young Wei arrives and asks, who were you talking to? Nyla says, no one. My best friend invited me to a movie, so I'm leaving now. Nyla lightly scolds Young Wei. Your company is in trouble, and you still act like this? Young Wei says quietly, honestly, I feel embarrassed to even say it. Nyla says firmly, your ex-wife has become very successful, and she still hasn't paid back the money. If you don't take care of it, I'll break up with you. Frightened, Young Wei enters the office. Min Min asks, what's wrong? Young Wei says, I came to see the child. Min Min says, it's Monday. He's at school. Then she asks seriously, do you need to talk about something? I heard about your company's situation. I know. You came to ask for money, but what's in your hand? Young Wei hides his hand behind him and says, nothing. Since the child isn't here, I'll go. At that moment, Nyla walks into the office and says, can't you act properly? I'm here to get the money. Min Min asks, what money? Nyla takes the slip from Young Wei and says, are you not planning to pay it back? Min Min looks at the slip, shocked, then tears it up and throws it at Nyla. Young Wei quickly grabs Nyla's hand and says, we are not arguing about this money. Let's go. Min Min says angrily, stop. We can't ignore this today. I've been paying this money back for 3 years. I have all the records on my phone. You were running such a big company. How did it get into trouble so fast? Did you ever think about why? Now that you don't have money, she makes you borrow everywhere just to survive, even though she still owns luxury cars and houses. Why doesn't she sell something to help you in your hard times? Have you ever thought about that? Nyla says firmly, I'm telling you, you're accusing me without proof. If you have evidence, fine. If not, you'll have to pay me 10 times the amount. Then she says to Young Wei, you really should ask your girlfriend where that money went. Finally, she says, I believe someone will testify for me, because justice lives in peoples.